So I've just completed my first scans of my target from one side. Hopefully they turn out well. Let's get back to the apartment and see how they look. Hi, everybody. My name is Ernie Peltier, and this is the initial scans of my target. I will say that I think after this, I might change my target. Um, the unfortunate part about this entire process is that because my target is in fact a fountain, there was water running through it at the time that I had that I proposed this project. The water was not running. And I think the water severely screwed up my data. Um, and I think twofold, that not only was it the water, but it was also the fact that I was too far away from the target. I think I'm going to change my target after this, but yet I want to document this process. So here we're going to go ahead and run the data generation file again. Let me share my screen. The data generation file is similar to or is exactly the same as what was done for the known target. So we're going to go ahead and run it, and we're going to start looking at our data files again. Hopefully it should be this right file. It is the right file. I think for the next scans, I'm going to go ahead and try and get closer to my target, and I think I'm actually going to change my target to the sundial on campus. That way I can get closer without being afraid of accidentally dropping my rig into the water. I also think the water reflects light too easily. I think I started getting some skewed results, not to mention I was actually shooting downwards at it. So I think that kind of skewed the data as well. And instead of getting a true XYZ, I ended up getting some kind of orthogonal view. So right now it's processing the data. And as it's processing the data, it's going to go ahead and calculate the time required. So this is what I was referring to. The data itself is actually pretty nasty. The fountain is a series of 5 blocks, and here we can only see about the faces of 2 of them. I think this can be described by the fact that if we look into these files here, say for example the 356-degree camera, we can see that the light is pretty dim. It is also possibly the noise from this. But I would also say that this is slightly this is again a looking down at it from an angled view, so it's not a true Xbox. And just like the other time, we're going to go ahead and hop into MATLAB, and I'm going to show you guys what the MATLAB code produced. And again, this is my preferred view. We can see pretty decently that it is graphing to a certain degree what is going on. Once we get down here, this is accurate to the extent of what we're going to, but at the same time, it's just not showing the extra corners. So, for example, in this picture here, compare them side by side, we can see kind of that there is a third block right here that is extremely dull. This might be because there was water running down the side, and it also might just be because of the angle. It wasn't actually getting the light wasn't actually getting back to the camera. So moving forward, I'm going to weigh the possibilities of what I'm able to do. And I think I'm going to change it to the sundial, as I won't have to deal with any of the water. Furthermore, there's less light pollution in that area, so I might be able to get a cleaner reading. But anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to sharing more about my experiences with the Lidar.